Hey Raiders, welcome back to the channel, Jerry Gaming. Now we are on episode 2 of a series of yet unknown number videos that I'm going to make on Helior, my most disappointing champion and most leveled up. Plus, as you see, +4, 6-star awakened. Stat wise, I mean he's in kind of okay gear. Yeah, decent stats, good health, good defense, fast, pretty decent. I mean, not crit capped, but pretty decent crit and damage. Resistance is decent, accuracy very good. But he's still pretty bang average, really. The last video I did was Faction Wars 21. You know, he did alright. I run a few sort of teams that were kind of mid-range, pretty accessible. And he kind of carried. He did a bit of carrying. He did some help. His shields were good, and some of his cleansing and that bits and bobs. Yeah, it's fine. It was okay. I mean, again, if you had him, you'd run him. You'd use him. I do use him in my main team, but only because he's +4, 6-star awaken, and I feel I should really use him. But you know, I could easily replace him with someone else. And then at the end of that, I had a quick little go on Spider. So now, today, I'm just going to run through Spider 24-25 with him in a couple of different comps, again, just to see what he can do, or as it says in the title, can he do the work? So let's take a look. Record. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Right. Spider 24-25. We will start with 24. It is the weak affinity round. Kind of works in his favour a bit, but as it makes him a target for the spiders, especially if there was no other false affinity guys. This comp, there are other ones, but as you'll see, it doesn't matter really. His shield he does on his A2, I believe it is. It's just fantastic with Spider. Actually, I was quite surprised, especially when you see it on Spider 25. But even Spider 24, where you're getting some weak hits, the shield is actually really good. I've got Mordecai obviously for the burns. I can never pronounce this guy's name. Akak or Achak, maybe. Basically, he's a Wendigo. The Wendarin. He's there for frost to freeze the spiders. Don't want to move or attack him. Seal, I've just got in. She does have a little bit of turn meter. It's not much. Doesn't really do that much. And Armiger, obviously for his A1 for the turn meter control. But again, the issue, as you'll see in 24, is it's again weak affinity. So it does weak hit. We're not getting the kind of turn manipulation like we do with, say, Cold Heart. But as you'll see, it doesn't really matter. And I've tried to sort of make this first comp kind of as accessible, really. You know, if you're sort of mid to late game and thinking, right, it's time to get out of 20, get into those later stages of the game. You know, whether it's just missions or that sort of stuff. Yeah, you probably, this team should be kind of doable. I think. You know, my Great Hall's not full up. I've got quite a few of them done, but it's not all gold, so I'm not getting loads of gold hall bonuses. The gear that the guys are in. I'll quickly show you for this one. Sorry. So again, Helior's Relentless, probably not the best one for this actually. I'll probably put in some sort of, again, resistance set, but this is just what I'd line around really. I've got tons of Relentless. This was good, works out pretty good. Seal, same thing, Relentless. We don't want Relentless just because of A1 for the healing, turn meter, get some more goes, perfect. Akak sounds like from Mars Attacks. Akak. It's just some random stuff. I just wanted some accuracy. Total random gear. I don't know why I don't have another piece of this on there, resilience, but doesn't matter, I'll change that at some point. Mordecai, just wanted in fast, accuracy, so again there's a few bits there, some perception, accuracy and speed. Armiger, again I wanted him to be above 270 speed, and as it's the Forge Pass, I've got tons of this instinct lying around. I kind of like it. I use it as my, if I haven't got Savage or Lethal, and it's going to be for a sort of champ that I want to do some damage or be quick, but it's not going to be one of my main guys I'm using about. I'll just chuck this on because I think it can be good. It can be very used well on certain champs. Perception as well. Again, just a little bit of extra. It's not huge. It's not massive actually. Probably could do with another 50 on that. But also kind of run out of silver, so I couldn't re-gear him. Okay, let's have a quick run and we see how we get on. Okay guys, we are in Spider 24, Spirit Affinity, weak affinity for Armiger, it's fine. So we are hoping for some turn meter, there we go, decrease, fantastic. Now, this is where Helior is going to shine, no pun intended, him being a sun warrior and all that. We are hoping to get some big fat shields. And wow, we do. Even with weak hits, that shield is stacked. Should be able to put up with anything that these spiders throw us. Mordecai, we are putting on some burns. Everyone's burned. Seal, I guess we could just stun them. Why not? They should all get frozen anyway by a check. That one, A3. A couple actually resisted the freeze. Okay, fair enough. Armiger once again. Good. A little bit of turn meter control. I've disabled Helior's A3 just because he's going to resist all of the debuffs. Excuse me. Pardon me. And fingers crossed the poison shouldn't make a difference anyway with all these shields. So I've disabled that completely. He's just going to A1, and I'm just going to auto it for now. So this run takes about 2 minutes. Obviously I've just wasted a little bit of time with the pause just going through it, but it should, so far it's all been 100% as well. Seal will raise anyone. Mordecai sometimes gets killed when the spider does his first what's it called? He spits the venom spray. There we go. Mordecai sometimes drops. It might be alright if you get again. As long as Helior gets those shields out again, okay. He should be okay. And Seal will always pick him up anyway. That's not a big problem. Although I might actually put Helior's A3 back on, since the poisons are slowly building up on Mordecai. Am I going to get a chance before he goes? Yes. So look, A3, take off his poisons. What's that going to do? Might as well, why not? But normally that would just sit there, so that's fine. Fingers crossed Seal gets a couple of extra turns, gets some health out. Again, the shields, I mean, it's just, that is actually, I'm actually quite impressed with Helior, with that. It's fantastic spider skill. A couple of extra turns with Relentless. That is one problem with Relentless on with Spider with him, is you could literally take turn after turn, and that shield you just put up, you've lost it. So yeah, Relentless, if you're running Helior and Spider's probably not a good choice of equipment, of artifacts, sorry, but it's fine. It does the job. He can tank it all anyway. He's really well set up defense wise. So look, we get into the couple of minute marks, so we're nearly there with the burns. As long as it doesn't feast, we should be okay. Come on, finish him off. There we go. couple of minutes. I think the longest I've had that on auto was 2 minutes and 20, something like that. Now, I think, trying to think if there's any other different variations that we could use. Not yet. Let me just put the other team on that I've got. Actually, let me just run the same comp in 25. Let's just see how well that does. Again, I'll leave it full auto. Yeah, I'm not even gonna bother with the A3 on Helior. Yeah, let's just rerun it again, full auto. See what happens. Now, in theory, his shields should be even bigger because he's not getting weak hits. He's doing more damage. Yeah, I think that it's almost like a fifth, a quarter bigger shields. I mean, that's pretty solid. Imagine if you had a Brogni as well, increase the strength of that. Now there is another variation you can use if you didn't have, what is it? I think it's Seal. I mean, obviously you should get Seal by the, if you play the game long enough. I was going to put Ultimate Death Knight in, which is quite good, obviously for taking the hits, because they're single hits from the spiders. But then, well, sorry, I did start using Ultimate Death Knight, but then I was like, well, to be fair, Helior's shields are, big enough to take all these hits, and they do. I mean, his A2 in this round it's great. Can't fault it. As long as they're quick enough to get the hits in, get the freezes off or stuns, these shields will protect them against any attack the spider does or the spiderlings. And again, if you can get him quick enough to get a couple of turns ago, this is again, well, on the flip side of Relentless, which is good where it gets more turns because then he gets back round to his A2 faster. So what's the balance? Balance losing the shield, getting back to running the shield again. So looking at quite a good run actually on this one. Is that 150? It's going to be two-ish minutes. You can get some more burns. As long as he doesn't eat them all. He's done already. Venom, it's going to be a venom spray, but I think he's going to die before he gets that. There we go. Look at that. 2 minutes 5. I mean, it's not too bad. Not too bad at all, actually, really. And you think, if you was, as I say, if you was just coming up from sort of stage 20, working your way up through it to get to 25, or one of the new comp just to farm it, I think 2 minutes is reasonable, really, for this sort of team. I mean, if I wanted to run it fast, I'd probably not even bother with a Jack or Omega or Mordecai or Seal. I would probably go with, who do we have? What's this here? What's the kill? I don't know how you want to pronounce it. And then, what was I doing earlier? I'm trying to think who it was. Oh yeah, it's 2 cold hearts, actually. Where's my cold hearts? 1, 2. And I think it was Kaimar. There he is. Yeah. I think this is one of the teams I was using. Actually, no, there was another burner, wasn't there? Who was the other burner I was using? Oh, Timizia. But this should work just as well. There you go. Big fat shields. Heartseeker. Not Heartseeker. Right, now hopefully we get all the burns. And then we pop the HP burns. And there you go. God, she's taking all the hits. Refresh. Don't need to worry about shields at the minute, we're okay. I'm going to transfer debuffs, give him a slap, Go Heartseeker. Everyone's still got burns, so we'll activate burns. Heartseeker. A1. Big shields. And just go auto it. Yes. Yeah. Could have been a bit quicker, a little bit of tweaking, but probably just even one cold heart, and what else we put in? I think another burner. I think I was using Tamizia as the other burner, and just launching one cold heart, Heartseeker. Where is she? Where is she? Where are you going? There you are. Do I have a team set up for this? No. So again, I can manually. I did have an auto team set up, but the idea is just to Tamizia does all the burns and the stuns. Sikia will just deliver also. The only problem is she. Oh no, good. Normally she does her A3 first, but hopefully she knows there's burns on. She's done that. That's quite good actually. I think did Kaimar do his reset at the beginning? I wish auto wouldn't start all the time. Still should get through it. That burn activation is fantastic. That was shame Chronum's A2 or A3. Shame it only does 3 random hits, otherwise it'd be great to bring in as well. I did try a few comps with Chronum, but it just doesn't really work as well. But there you go. I mean that's still a pretty decent little team for 25. I'm not sure what I did for 37, but not bad. So, I mean, there we go. Helior, can he do the work? I think yes. A spider, yeah, he can definitely 100%. I mean, if you're sort of late game, or mid moving on to sort of late game, you know, as I say, you've done your stage 20s, you're farming uncomfortably. You haven't got all the top champs. I think for this stage, with that sort of shield outage and what he's putting out, yeah, I think it would definitely help. So yeah, I think with regards to Spider, I think Helior has some sort of viability. So yes, there you go. At least we found one little place he can fit in. Next episode 3. Perhaps we'll go my least favourite dungeon, Ice Golem. I'll set a few comps up and we see what work, if any, he can do in 24-25. Thanks for watching again, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. Take care. Bye bye.